Well, I guessed wrong on the weather. I thought we were gonna get some lightning, but we didn't get any. So, for as I always say, very nice of the Saints to let us go out there and use their facilities. We really appreciate it. Good workout anytime you go out there, and then hopefully we'll have good weather the rest of the week and be able to be out here. Game week, everybody's excited. So, any questions?
Week one, obviously, on the horizon. What have you seen out of the South Alabama team? What stands out to you?
Oh, very well coached team. They're good in all three phases. Defensively, really great run defense. They do an excellent job of not giving you big plays in the run game, canceling gaps. Offensively, veteran quarterback. So they great tailback. Just a good overall offense, run and pass effectively, and very aggressive in special teams. They've had some punt returns for touchdowns, blocked punts. Do a good job with their coverage units. So just a really good overall team, which you'd expect for a team that won 10 games last season.
We read the depth chart. Can you say anything about the running back rotation?
Yeah, just as we got a bunch of good running backs. It's a good problem to have. I know I've been saying it a few times, but we'll probably get that worked out over the next few weeks. Because it's hard to have guys get 10 carries in a game and simulate that in practice. So we're blessed. We got a lot of good backs. We'll see how the pecking order kind of winds up here in week 3, week 4, something like that. But they'll all play some.
With Clayton?
I think he's going to start. He's going to play a bunch. He's got some experience from last season playing in this offense. But there's a bunch of guys that are going to play a bunch.
How much is the ability to, catch, check down, pass, or block, a separator?
Huge.
And that kind of thing?
Huge. I don't know if you guys saw the quote from the quarterback at Tennessee. It was Tannehill, is that correct? And anyway, talked about Tajay and the reason why he's playing for him is, he's a 200-pound guy. For running back in the NFL, it's not very big. And he'll get in the middle of somebody when they're blitzing. And that's one of the reasons why they have faith in playing him. Because sometimes maybe you're trying to get a guy in there to run a route, and they come up in a different front, and he's got to be involved in protection. And you can't get him out of the game. So, he's a good overall player, and the guy who's the best overall player for us is going to play more snaps in the running back position.
How do you approach which running back is going to be the de facto or one of the bell cows? It will be kind of like go with a hot hand, or is there a pitch?
Well, that'll be part of it. If someone's playing real well early, we're going to play them more. But we'll have a little bit of rotation and just see how that goes in the first half.
You expect your safeties don't have a ton. They have some experience, but not a lot. Do you expect that they're going to test you guys with some shot plays early?
I don't know. That's part of their offense, and I think everybody's got a few shot plays and that they're going to run with their offense. But I like our safeties. We've got some guys that have got a lot of experience, maybe not starting experience, but played a lot for us last year. And then Cam, I always goof his name up, Pettis Clow, all right, from Lafayette. He's a really good football player. He's really impressed us. And Tahir Anur is another guy that's really done a good job in camp. So we'll roll some guys on the back end too. Bailey Despaney and DJ Douglas. They played a lot of football. Darius Swanson was an All-American at Division II level. So we'll roll a bunch of guys.
But then Webb, the running back for South Alabama,
Yeah.
is a guy that comes back with a lot of yards. Like, how do you maybe game plan with somebody like him that has so much experience?
Well, the big part is just, playing sound defense, being gap solid, playing with leverage so he doesn't get, big openings, tackle well. And they've got a few good running backs, but he's their bell cow for them.
When their coach was in Indiana, was their coordinator, they finished 12th in the country, almost got to the Big Ten championship game in 2 years. He's gotten him to this level. What is your relationship with him, and what are your thoughts on
I don't know him real well. Got a lot of respect for him. Know some guys who coached for him in the past, and he just does a really nice job. I actually knew his dad a little bit years ago. His dad was a coach at Missouri State when I was coaching at Coffeyville many years ago, and he used to come over and recruit our school. So, he's comes from a football background.
Usually in week one, teams are still trying to kind of piece it together, figure it out. This is a team that's returning 19 of their 22 starters. I mean, how big of a challenge does that face for you and your team with how much experience they return?
Well, one of the things they're probably going to, go with what they've been doing because it was successful for them last year. It's also good when you get a chance to know that, hey, this guy's probably going to be starting and be playing against this guy right here. When sometimes you don't know who's going to be playing in that spot. So that helps you out a little bit, I guess.
Said a lot about their running game and the running back, but you're missing two linebackers who were key last year. Of course, they've gone on to the NFL. So who are you leaning on in the linebacker room to step up?
We think we got some good backers. Corey Platt is a really good player. He played over 300 snaps for us last year defensively. Jesus Machado played over 300 snaps for us. Tyler Grubbs was an all-conference player in Conference USA when he was playing at Louisiana Tech. Jared Small was a guy who was going to be starting at LSU a couple of years ago. So we feel like we got some good guys in the room.
When Sincere decided to come back, I'm sure he'd had some conversations with it. How much of a surprise was it, and just how did that whole deal work out?
Well, it just, sometimes, before a season begins, guys are looking at future plans and, things change. And we're just very fortunate that he's with us. He loves football. He loves it here at Tulane. He's going to be working on his master's degree. So it's a blessing to have him back with us.
And how much does he and Pratt as a tandem help in the pre-snap?
Well, I just got done listening to those two talk behind me the whole way back on the bus. So they're pretty good buddies, and they've been around each other now for a long time, and I think that helps the relationship with the guy you're getting the snap from. Every time you're friends with.
What areas can Sincere improve in? He's obviously played a ton for you already.
Oh, I think he's a good overall player. He plays a great effort. He's got great strength. He's got long arms, which is important at that position, snapping the ball and getting your being able to extend on a guy. He's just a really good overall player. He's good in the run and the pass, and he's really smart too.
How much does he do in terms of calling out blocking adjustments?
A lot of it. He IDs somebody different based on protection or run game or whatever the case may be. And he's a really smart football player.
You're 60% at home since you've been here. Is that a good number, or do you think you should be a lot better?
Oh, I think we should be better. We'd like to be better than that.
Were you aware of that?
No, I wasn't. Now I am. You get me depressed walking out of here.
So what do you think is a good number?
Oh, you'd love to have a true home field advantage and win all your games at home. That's what you're always looking for.
Do you think that comes with just having better players?
Oh yeah, that helps you out quite a bit. Better players and better coaches makes a better head coach. I know that.
I'm sure you've been asked this before, but Pratt being here for so long and coming into this season, what do you want from him in the campaign?
Oh, I just think the big thing for him is I think being in the same system for 2 years in a row. I think that's really going to help him out. He understands it inside and out, and he's a very important part of our offense. But there's a lot, all 11 guys have got to do their job in order for us to be successful.
Just because of how aggressive he is and tough, but you think over time there would be certain like situational patience and physical preservation aspect that would come in. And I don't know where.
I've never heard a phrase like that.
where-
Physical preservation. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
No, you're right. We talk about it all the time,
Every game,
man.
right? You want him available every
Yeah,
game. So.
that's a big deal. We're a better team when he's out there playing quarterback. We talk to him all about touchdown, first down, get down, and he's done a better job in preseason. I actually saw him practicing sliding a little bit. So, but he's a very aggressive guy, and that's what makes him a good football player.
I don't know if you know this, but at some point this year, you
I didn't know that one either. So that's good. In this profession, you don't get an opportunity to do that very often. So that's a good thing. And I hope I got many more games with me here.
Did you think it would be that hard to get to where you are now? Or did you think-
Well, it's you know, we knew that coming in, and you know, I mentioned this before. We were really close a few years in there to winning, you know, 8, 9, 10 games. You know, we lost some games at the very end, and had some bad luck, maybe. So yeah, you always want it to happen quickly, but it took a little while.
You didn't let 21 bleed into 22. You're not going to let 22 bleed into 23. How do you keep having the clean slate mentality year in and year out?
Just being consistent, you know, every single day, and you know, having a 1-0 mentality. Everybody kind of, you know, talked about that last year, but I've been doing that my whole career. Just trying to have, you know, stack good days on top of each other, you know, and then you have an opportunity to be successful. If you're real high one day and real low the next day, it's going to affect your team. And I think the leaders, you know, want a steady hand, and I think I provide that. Everybody good? Thank you all. Appreciate it.